I'm Abby Turpin, Director of Communications for Keep America Beautiful, and our affiliate of the month for December 2022 is Keep Lee County Beautiful in Florida. Joining us right now is Trish Fancher, the Executive Director. Trish, hello. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. We're excited to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your history with Keep Lee County Beautiful, about the roles that you've had and how long you've been there.
I actually started with Keep Lee County Beautiful in 2004 as a program coordinator. And back then, it was a very different organization than it is today. I became the executive director in 2015 and have served in that role since.
Take us back. Really, when did your passion for taking care of the environment begin?
I have grown up on the beaches here in Fort Myers. Even when I lived in Indiana for a couple of years, we always vacationed on Fort Myers beaches. I love the ocean. I have to see the water every single day. And what always amazes me about the ocean is it's very calm many days, but there's so much activity happening underneath it. And I just feel like there's so much craziness underneath it, but it manages to stay calm. And that just always has appealed to me. And so as I got older, I went to school to be a marine biologist, but realized what I wanted to do would have me living on a boat 9 months out of the year. Not really conducive when you have children.
Right.
So this is my way of protecting the environment without actually living on a boat. I'm still able to, protect the critters, the wildlife, our natural environment, and hopefully protect something that I'm going to be leaving to my kids and my grandkids and great grandkids in the future.
Very important. And you're doing obviously a great job. So I do want to talk about this. Hurricane Ian came through on September 28th. I know the devastation in that area has been significant. Tell us a little bit more about how it has impacted your team in the area.
Well, half of my team's homes flooded, and also we lost our office. So it impacted our organization quite a bit. All of our supplies currently are scattered in different board members' garages, storage units, things like that. We had several board members who lost everything. We had several board members who lost all their vehicles. So like our company vehicles are out on loan right now so that they at least have a vehicle. And I won't lie. It took me a little while. I was struggling because I thought I've spent 2 decades cleaning this community and it's a horrible mess. And I've planted over 100,000 trees in the last 2 decades and they're gone or dead. And so I kind of was like, what am I doing? Now that we're finally over that little hump and it's like, okay, we just got to change and rebuild. Most of the things that were destroyed were older construction, not built up to current code. So it's an opportunity for us to rebuild stronger. Hopefully keep that same community charm that we have and we love down here in Fort Myers, but make it a little bit safer and stronger and get it back to not only what it was, but even a little bit better for the future. So I'm excited to be a part of that.
That's great to hear. And I do want to mention that Keep Florida Beautiful has set up the Rebuild Beautiful Fund to help the affiliates affected like Keep Lee County Beautiful. You can go to the website that's at the bottom of the screen right now to donate. Obviously, your goals for 2023 have now changed. And can you kind of give us some insight into the meetings that you're having with your team about what you do want to accomplish in the next year?
Well, of course, we want to help our community rebuild. But for me personally, we didn't have power or internet for a couple of weeks. But then once it did, or we'd get it for short periods of time when we go into town and things like that, my friends, my network affiliates who I've come to love and adore across not only the state, but the country and Keep America Beautiful, were reaching out to me, texting me, we want to come. How do we help? What do we do? And I'm like, I don't know. This wasn't like just come in and pick up trash for a day or use a chainsaw, cut some trees. This was heavy equipment type, but they all wanted to help. And so I think it's an opportunity as a network, as a group, as a company, as an organization, to have a better plan on that recovery process. I am just now 8 weeks later getting out to clean our beaches because it hasn't been safe. But what we did do was several of our affiliates drove down from various places and helped tarp roofs from Keep Brevard Beautiful. They drove down and did that. Others sent down supplies and trailers. I think it's an opportunity for us to learn from what happened here and prepare for the next one that's going to come. The other thing I learned, cleanup is very personal. All these volunteers wanted to rush into the community and help clean up, which is fantastic. But when you're still walking around the yards, the neighborhood, trying to find your personal belongings, you don't want volunteers out there doing it, because something that they might, oh, well, this is muddy, it's trash. No, it's the only one I have. It's a treasure.
Right.
So we've learned a few things like that that I think could become a little bit of a better playbook on how can outside communities help when something like this happens. So I kind of want to work on developing that.
That's a really good point there, for sure, that it's a very personal thing. Before I let you go, I do want to mention one of the reasons that we are honoring you this month is because you guys received an Innovation Award in 2020 from Keep America Beautiful. Could you tell us about that project?
Interestingly enough, that project was born out of a different hurricane, Hurricane Irma. Back in 2017, Hurricane Irma ripped up straight up the state of Florida. And what happened is it took out the tree farms on both sides of the state. So we were wanting to do some tree plantings, but there was no stock to be found. So it was a brainchild of one of my board members who was a landscape architect. And he thought, well, we could serve multiple things if we would do this program we call Growing Community Roots. We would plant a tree farm in the high school campuses. A club would then take care of those trees for 3 to 4 years. And then when they became a little bit more mature, we would either Keep Lee County Beautiful could use half of them to do beautification projects, or we could sell it as a fundraiser. And the school got to do the same thing. They could sell it as a fundraiser or plant the trees back on the property. It brings agriculture back to our community and gives us a stock of trees for beautification projects. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Absolutely. All right, Trish, thank you so much. Again, congratulations. Our thoughts continue to be with you all. And it is again called the Rebuild Beautiful Fund. The information is there on your screen. Trish Fancher with Keep Lee County Beautiful in Florida, our affiliate of the month for December 2022. Trish, thank you.
Thank you so much.